I love watching Netflix. I've spent a significant part of my life binge watching shows. Back in university, I was spending up to 9 hours out of every 24 glued to the screen, sometimes not even getting out of bed. I'd watch episode after episode, entire season of Breaking Bad, Mr. Robot, Office, Cobra Kai, Seinfeld, or any other show you name it, until days blurred together. It became a routine. Wake up, watch Netflix, scroll social media, fall asleep. After watching Netflix the entire day, I felt incredibly wasteful, the guilt of lost time weighing heavily on me. I was stuck in a loop, failing to take action, becoming a passenger in my own life as the autoplay feature dictated my day. I wasn't good at sports, I wasn't popular, and I hadn't made a lot of friends. So I guess Netflix was a way to escape the real world and become friends with actors in the online world. I've been coding for 11 years, but now and then I fall into the binge watching trap of Netflix. Even as a programmer, I sometimes found myself losing entire days to shows, feeling that same sense of wastefulness. But I realized that when I go online and see other developers building cool stuff, I feel motivated. I started following other developers on Discord, Twitter, and Reddit, connecting with them and being motivated by their journeys. I saw people building amazing apps, games, and sharing their progress and even making a living from their creations. That's when it hit me. I could be doing the same. Instead of being a spectator, I could be a creator. I decided to invest more time in my projects. I thought if so many developers across the world can do it, then I definitely can. Considering I already have the required skill set and abilities of coding so well, I wanted to be in the driver's seat of my own life. The toughest part is taking the action of opening up your software editor and start writing code. You can think of 100 ideas, but unless you get down to actually writing it, there is no first step. Fast forward, I started developing games, something I've always been passionate about, and now I earn between $6,000 to $8,000 every month from my game development projects. I make small game projects and work with web publishers to distribute them. I use ChatGPT to help me code every day. This wasn't the case before. I was in passenger mode, letting life pass me by. I would watch reels on Instagram endlessly, watch random shows on Netflix, and just feel so lazy to do anything. Fundamentally, I loved diving deep into Netflix series or coding because watching shows was my form of escapism. I could watch for hours completely detached from my problems. But when the screen went dark, I was left with nothing but a hollow feeling and a pile of undone tasks. When I found an area of programming I loved, I realized I could code for hours without noticing the outside world. But this time, I was creating something tangible. That form of escapism was so much more fulfilling because I was building skills and producing work I could be proud of. I no longer felt guilty at the end of a session. Instead, I felt accomplished. As a developer, seeing others make cool stuff and earn money reminds me of what's possible and keeps me pushing forward. And that brings me to my final point, code without purpose. When you're watching Netflix, there's no real end goal, you're just watching for enjoyment. Why can't you take the same approach to coding? Have a guilt free coding session where you just write whatever code you want and what you enjoy. In my case, it means just building small, short games and see how it turns out to be. Don't think about whether or not it leads to a job or a better position at a big company or it will make you big money. The important thing is to get in the habit of building and coding. I am from India and I just feel grateful that how I have successfully transitioned myself to an indie developer who is able to earn money off the internet. The work culture in India is terrible for developers, and I hate to see that. I feel the indie hacker and development community in India is at a very small level. I hope someday this changes and more developers can build some amazing games or products. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe if you like this video. Until next time.